Alright, fingers crossed. Here's hoping we don't Austin Powers our bike in the small, tiny alleyway. Jelly bean sounds absolutely wonderful down here. Oh. The stones, come on. Swing the bike round this way. Come on, Jen. Avoid that. Yes, that's just a small area where I go to hang out sometimes. It's a recording studio, so if you're in the Fenny Stratford area, Bletchley, then have a look for Mr. Gig. Put that in first, mate. And yeah, if you've got a band, if you just want to bring your guitar along, spank some drums for 5 minutes or something, you know, get some practice. And book yourself a slot. So what is up? What's happening? We're out on the road again. And I thought I'd come out here during the evening-ish, sunset and all that, because I've just finished doing a drum lesson. I want to try and get back into playing drums and whatnot. I never really got taught the first time, so I can hit stuff, but I need to know how to hit stuff. Quite nice, Yamaha. Yeah, I know I'm going to annoy some locals around here, so if there are any locals sort of watching the channel and you live in this area, with all due respect, this area is kind of not a nice place to be in the evenings, let's put it that way. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. It's a nice place. I want to say that much. It is a nice place. It's just during the evening. Yeah, don't want to see myself down here on foot. So with that out of the way, yeah, just taking a late afternoon evening ride. It's about 6:15 at the moment, and it's over there. Cool. Do a left here. I've been up and down this road a few times, and from going on like random rides and everything, I know this goes on to a wide piece of road, which is single carriageway, but it could technically be a dual carriageway because it's just how wide it is. Crazy bird. And I know that's going to be a nice space where I can rip Jelly Bean a little bit down there just to get the old engine going again. Hear the roar, hear the purr. I'm not sure what the wind's doing for the microphone at the moment, by the way, so if the audio is piss poor, I apologise. This is kind of like a sound test in a way as well. So yeah, if you're watching the video, hi. It means I've edited it and the sound isn't absolute garbage. But what I will need to do is bring the helmet down for this bit, so boom. No traffic over there. Visor down all the way. I'm trying to cut most of that wind noise out. And I will say it is a little bit chilly. I'm having a couple of shivers here and there, but it's nothing. You know, I don't really have many layers on. I'm not dressed for the occasion, so it's getting warmer slowly. Now, someone mentioned that apparently in the UK we're supposed to get some more snow at some point, which, if that's the case, please no. I want to ride the bike. Jelly here needs to be ridden. we hit rush hour traffic, don't we? At 6 in the evening, god damn it. So a lot of what you're going to be seeing now is basically just, you know, darkness and headlights. I am not going to filter through traffic down here because I'm not an absolute madman. Not in the dark. But yeah, so the good news is the key's actually turning now. And, you know, I just threw a bit of WD-40 down there. That seems to have tidied everything up a little bit. The key moves freely, or freely enough as it should do anyway. And it's not a wiggle fest to try and get it in and out, just to start the bike up or turn it off or put the steering lock on. So yay, that works. Yeah, this is a common thing you'll see down this road, especially when you've got like larger vehicles like that. People overtake them because you have the space to overtake them, but always being mindful, you know, I don't have a high vis on or whatever. It's also dark. I don't want to start overtaking if it's not warranted. You know, if someone's doing 20 mile an hour down here, then hell yeah, I'm going to have them. But you know, if they're doing decent speeds, decent paces, then I'm not gonna chance it, because why chance it if you don't need to? You know what I'm saying? It's just no need for that. If you've got no need, don't do it. You can see the guy behind me sort of leaning to the right there. There's normal posture that people take when they're trying to, you know, pull off and overtake. Like this crazy guy here. See, he's got 2 tyres completely over the line. So you're not technically on your side of the road, mate. That's one reason I hate coming down here during the evening, but so be it. Because I could sit in the middle position here and be happy, but if someone's going to overtake me, they're going to end up in that side of the road, and that's where accidents happen. So it's, you know, kind of best if the road's wide enough just to sort of stay on the left here and just chill out, you know. Be mindful of those coming up by the side of you. You can see he needed to go into the right hand lane, and he did, so good lad, he didn't overtake. Didn't see the need to when it was unnecessary. But if you're on a single carriageway road, like what we've got here, clearly 2 lanes here. So if you've got 1 lane, just stay in your lane. And I've been told different things by different people who have been taught by different instructors and all that kind of stuff. And something that worries me is, you know, you get people on scooters, inexperienced riders and all that, and they will hug like the left-hand curb. They won't take up prime position in the middle of the road. So when they're riding, they're way out here on the left, and that opens up the entire right side. So if a motorcycle is going to come past, he's going to be able to overtake in the same lane, which isn't a bad idea, but it's also not a very good one. Because if you give the people the opportunity to take that space, there are some stupid people out there who will take that space, and I've seen it happen, where a little scooty wooty's been in that left lane there, a car's come along, and they're half in the road, you know, they're on the line, overtaking this guy. If this guy finds an obstacle in the road, he's got to swing himself out. Guess where he's going? Into the car. Centre of your lane, nice and standard. There's no need to be on the left or the right. Run an easy bend. I'm just going to ease off a little bit here to let this guy out. And there we go. Easy peasy. I didn't want to turn this into sort of like an instructional video, but you know, this is just bumpy. Bloody hell. This is just like common decencies, common sense around this area, or just on the road in general. I mean, if you give people space, there's a good chance they're going to take it. So be mindful of that space, try to think ahead. So just try to preempt what other people are thinking, what other people are doing. It doesn't mean you have to be a mind reader, it just means that be extra wary of people around you. Now if you can read what people are doing, or their intentions, then that puts you immediately at an advantage. The advantage of not getting into a crash. And avoiding crashes is cool. All the cool kids do that. See, slap the indicator on, pulled out, and our lad in front of us here had to brake sharpish. So again, you can't always tell what people are up to, but if you can try and preempt it without getting too distracted of what you're doing, of course, then yeah. It. I'm not going to chance that. I could have just absolutely floored it, but what's the point, you know? Then it's going to put me into a precarious situation where I'm getting squeezed into a lane where I've got two cars in front of me. And again, just bring it full circle. Like I said, think ahead. Try and plan ahead, see what's going on. If you know one lane's going to be closed, don't go into a different lane, you know? Just stay in your lane. You'd be surprised how many people don't do that. It's kind of worrying. So yeah, it's just really a quick ride around really. I finished what I was doing today. I'm now going to go home, probably hit some video games for a while. Just chill out. Although I'm going to tease you a little bit. I'm kind of excited about this. So, a certain YouTuber, Kawasaki Biker, once again, yes, I'm mentioning him, he came up with an idea for a video, and I love this idea. So, that's where I'm going to leave it, but hopefully in the near future we can sort out something or other, and then we can have a few videos doing stuff. I know that's extremely vague, but screw you. It's a tease. So yeah, that's just some future plans really. Just we're going to get both of us involved, see if we can do some videos, see how that goes really.
It's not just me, is it? My light's on, it's clearly there, people just aren't looking. People are just stupid. Because every now and then someone's going to be stupid enough, they're going to pull out on you and you're going to have to change direction. That's just fact of being a motorcyclist, because you're smaller than a large vehicle. Car, a lorry, a truck, whatever, a bus. They just don't see you. I would admit, yeah, I don't have a high vis on, so hey, you know, sure. But this guy over here, you know, I'm a little scooty wooty. If he was in a similar situation, would he have been seen? Maybe. Would he have been able to get around? Probably. Common sense. Kind of one reason I'm so thankful that I've spent the majority of my life cycling everywhere as opposed to learning how to drive a car. It makes me a hell of a lot more aware of what's actually going on around me on the road. So when people do silly things like that, then you're in a position where you're already in observation mode, you're looking around at what's going on around you, and you're just like, bam, I know what's happening, I'm off, no chance. It's the same in one of my other previous videos where I was riding around, the guy was trying to overtake me as I was trying to overtake a bus, or the guy came up right behind my arse at a small roundabout. If you can get away from them, just get away. Doesn't mean speed off into the night, no matter how romantic that does sound. It just means take a turn off, go somewhere they ain't going, just to get away from them.
yeah, so I'm just gonna end it there. Hope you've had fun. At least I hope you've enjoyed the video anyway. And yeah, until next time, have a good one. Ta for now.